The first round of Afghan translators who assisted U.S. troops during their combat mission in Afghanistan arrived in the U.S. yesterday, as the military continues its troop withdrawal after 2 decades of presence there. The first flight included 221 Afghans under the special visa program, including 57 children and 15 infants. President Biden says he is proud to welcome them home. That's a quote. And we know there are thousands more still in Afghanistan hoping to be evacuated soon. Joining us tonight to discuss the program and the transition out of Afghanistan is community leader Besmillah Karam. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me in your program.
Well, everyone under the age of 20 or 21, right, when you think about it, from Afghanistan, they've only known war. They haven't ever known peace. This is obviously a different language, a different culture. When they come here, what are the biggest obstacles they're facing in terms of getting assimilated, finding work, getting into school, all of that?
Well, it's quite difficult to come to a new, culture and a new life in the U.S., but still it's much way better than being in Afghanistan, especially with the loss of threats and problem that's happening right now in Afghanistan, while the U.S. troops are planning to pull out completely by September. So it's much better than being in such a crisis in Afghanistan. So obviously there is a cultural problem, and also finding jobs and getting settled and integrated in the society, but still it's much better.
Yeah, of course. So grateful for that opportunity. American troops have been there for more than 20 years now. The Biden administration has almost completed that troop withdrawal. How do you feel about that as the Taliban gains more territory?
Well, it's quite risky. I am very thankful from President Joe Biden, who kept his promise. He announced earlier that he will stand beside the Afghan who risked their lives to evacuate them immediately. And that's what happened. And he just evacuated 200 families, in which they arrived last week or this week in Virginia. But that's not enough. We have more 1,000 families waiting for evacuation immediately, while we see that the Taliban is, controlling more territories in Afghanistan. So I know people, I'm in contact with them. They are asking that it's not enough, whether they should get evacuated in the third countries or they should be evacuated like they did 200 families this week.
Yeah, and we know that there have been some setbacks with those third countries not accepting them in the meantime before they get to the U.S. These are interpreters and contractors who risk their lives to help American troops. About 2,500 Afghan evacuees set to arrive in this first wave, but there are still, 20,000 Afghans who are seeking visas by the withdrawal date in September. That does not seem likely to happen. What happens to those who are left behind?
Well, there's no hope for them. I know a person who his case is near to completion, but he's stuck in Herat. Herat is recently under heavy attacks by Taliban. And there is no flight, there is no route trip to make it to Kabul, but he's stuck there. His case is near to completion. He might get a call from embassy that, hey, let's pack up and get ready to move. But he cannot make it to Kabul. So this is another quite risky situation for the Afghan interpreters. They are not only living in Kabul. The people who work with the U.S. Troops and diplomats are living across the country, not only in Kabul. So it's too difficult for them to make it to Kabul to get their interview or their visa. So guess what happens to those people? They are stuck in the rural areas.
Yeah, and we know, for example, the Laotians after the Vietnam War, same problem. There were so many of them who were left behind. The Taliban, as we mentioned, continues to gain control of a significant portion of the country. Is there hope for a deal between the Afghan government and the Taliban, in your view, and what would that look like?
Well, the Taliban don't want to make any deal because they think that they have defeated the United States, the ISAF, the NATO. Since the Americans announced that they are pulling out, so they are kind of taking more courageous to continue their fight, and they would like to enter to country through the military. They only think the military solution, not settlement.
All right. Well,
a settlement.
Basmala Karam, thank you very much for joining us today, and best of luck to you and all of these new Afghan arrivals.
Thank you so much. I hope we have all those people left behind back here in the US safe and having a new life.